Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing great today. Now for those of you that have been on this channel, I want to say a very big thank you for staying with me. I know I've been away for a very long time, but I promise I'll be very consistent this period. In today's lesson, we're going to look at the different ways to start up your Rman backup utility. There are a lot of ways to actually start up your Rman, and that's what we want to explore today. So as you can see, my database is already up and running, and I'm connected as the Oracle user already. So the first thing I want to show you is to find out which of the Oracle homes your Rman is running from. This command is very useful, especially if you have multiple Oracle homes installed on your system. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and show you this command, which Rman, that's the first command to run. Now the command shows you the Oracle home your Rman is running from. From our output, you can see that it's running from the default Oracle home. Again, if you have multiple Oracle homes installed on your machine, you want to first set the environment variable to point to the Oracle home where you want to run this command from. This is very, very important. Okay. So now that we know where our Rman utility is running from, the next thing we want to try to do is to issue the first command to start up our Rman utility. And for that, I'll just go ahead and type the command Rman. Now observe that the output did not show us the database ID that Rman is connected to. So we don't know which targets Rman is connected to. Now, for us to actually connect to the local database, we have to use the command connect target /. So you can now see from the output now that the database is connected to the target database, TeamDB. Another thing you'll take note of is the database ID. Okay, so this is one way to connect to your Rman utility. So let's exit so that I'll show you another way to connect to your Rman utility. Let me just quickly clear my screen to keep this place organized. Now, the next method to connect to your Rman utility is to just type Rman target and then your / space /. Now, this is the most preferred method because it simply takes you to the target database directly. So just enter and then you can see that we are connected to the target database TeamDB. And again, you see the database ID boldly printed here. So again, this is another way to connect to your target database using Rman utility. So let's exit once again. So I'll show you another way to connect to your Rman utility. And as usual, I like to keep my screen organized and clean. Now, another way to connect to your Rman utility is by running the command Rman target sys/password. Now, this is my training password. It's not my real password, so it's okay. I can just expose it here. At TeamDB, that's the target database already. So if I enter, again, you see that we are connected to the target database through the Rman utility. So this is another method to connect to your Rman utility. Again, I like to exit so I can show you something else. And then I'll clear my screen. And then the next thing I want to try to do, I want to create a user that will be solely responsible for backup of databases. Let's assume you are in an environment where roles are actually segregated. One person could be in charge of backing up the databases. So such a person would only have a backup privilege, right? So this is what I want to demonstrate to you. We'll still look at other ways to connect to our database, but let me just show you this real quick. So for that, I'll type SQL plus space /assistdba so that I can create this user. You can see we're already connected. If I use the command show _name, you see I'm connected to the root database. Okay, so real quickly, I want to create this user, create user c ## backup upper identified by this password. Okay, like I said, this is my training password, so it's okay to expose just to show you how to create a complex password. Now, you need to understand one thing. This user c ## backup will by default be a common user. And this is simply because we're using the prefix c ##. Now, in my previous video, I talked about common users and local users. Of course, common users are users that have privileges in the root container and all other pluggable databases that are present or that will be created, right? So such a user can actually access all the databases. You can check the video I did on that. I'll just place the link somewhere in this video, okay? So let's enter. Now the user has been created. Remember, this user does not have any privilege yet. So we're going to grant create session and then sys backup to the user. So first we grant create session to the user. You can see grant succeeded. And then the next thing we want to do is to grant sys backup role to the user. So I'll execute this and then grant succeeded. So let me exit the SQL plus and then again clear my screen. So now I'll show you another method using this user we just created to connect to the Rman utility. So for that, we'll execute the command Rman target, and then we put the user and the password as sys backup. You know, this is the privilege we granted to the user earlier on. So let's just execute this and see what happens. You can see again that we are connected to the Rman utility. So this is another method to connect to your Rman utility. Now I'm going to exit and then show you yet another method to connect to your Rman utility. So in this next method, I show you how to start your Rman and use a log command line argument by running the command rman target /log is equal to tmp/rman.log, and then I use the word append, okay? And then now we can see that we are already connected to the Rman command line utility, but then we are using a log file. So let's try to do this. If I type the command show all, normally we should get the output on our screen, but observe that we do not have any output on our screen. What has just happened is that the output that would have been shown on our screen has been appended to the log file. So for us to see the output, we have to first exit and then run the command cat/tmp/rman.log. So this is the output of the previous command show all that we executed. And because it was sent to this log file, we could only use the cat command to view them. So guys, thank you for watching this video. In our next video, we're going to look at some Rman configurations that will help our backup and recovery operations. I hope this video was interesting to you. If it was, kindly like it and share it widely. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you've not subscribed, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload another valuable content. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.